So let me first let me brief you about CDC. CDC was set up like 30 years ago. Council for Development of Cambodia. And CDC, we had two different boards. One is Cambodia Investment Board, CIB. Another one, Cambodia Cooperation Development Board, that deal with development partners. Where CIB, we deal with the private sector. So let me show you the result. So if we look at on the screen, we look at 2022 compared to 2023. In terms of number of projects, in 2022, we approved 186 projects worth $4.32 billion. In 2023, we approved 268 projects worth $4.9 billion. So in terms of the increase, the growth, we talk about 22% in terms of dollar value. So 22% in terms of dollar, but in terms of number of projects, it's important that the number of projects also increase by 44%. So more projects and also smaller one project, which is important. So that 22 versus 2023. If we look at the 8 months of the 6 mandate and the 8 months of the 7 mandate, same. We do comparison. So the 8 months of the 6 mandate, we approve 124 projects. And now we approve 232 projects. So the second mandate, 8 months, same period compared to the 7 mandate, we see the increase of 108%, sorry, 87% increase. In terms of dollar value, the first eight months of the 7 mandate versus the 8 months of the 6 mandate, we see the increase of 293%. If we look at the first 4 months of this year, so the first 4 months of 2023, we approved 65 projects. First 4 months of 2024, we approved 128 projects. The value also, you see an increase from $588 million to $2.5 billion. So it's about 327% increase in the FDI inflow into Cambodia. What is our strategy in promoting, attracting FDI into the country? As you can see, our Prime Minister, every time we go overseas, he always meet with the private sector. We have an investment seminar in China, in Japan, in France, in Davos, Switzerland, in Melbourne. He's going to Korea. We're going to do in Korea. On the 6th, I'm going to Japan for a roadshow organized by ASEAN Japan Center in Japan. In June, I'm going to Europe, to Spain, Germany, to France, again, to attract the FDI into the country. Now, what messages do I bring with me to try to convince the investor to invest in the country? Well, first and foremost is the political stability of the country. Peace, stability, predictability of the government are extremely important for the investor. They will not invest in a country if the country is not peaceful. They will not invest in a country if there's no macroeconomic stabilities. So that's what I bring, that's what the message I bring to them. I tell them that Cambodia is a small open economy where every economic sector of Cambodia is open to a foreign investor. There's no restriction as to which sector that we should reserve for the local Cambodian. Because in Cambodia, there's no alien business law where we reserve certain part of our, I would say, sensitive sector for the local. But we don't have alien business law. We don't have moving trust, for example, in Malaysia. So we open it up of the country. The World Bank indicated, the World Bank said it, and I quote, Cambodia has the most liberal investment regime in ASEAN, unquote. It's important for us to play the role as the facilitator of the private sector. That's why the government of Cambodia set up 16 technical working group co-chaired by the private sectors and the minister in the government. If the issues, problem cannot be resolved within the technical working group, we escalate that to the government private sector forum chaired by our prime minister. Government of Cambodia consider private sector is the engine, is a locomotive of our economic growth. So we work closely with the private sector to create jobs for our people. I bring a message to them that Cambodia has the youngest dynamic workers. 65% of our population is under the age of 25. We are the youngest nation in ASEAN. So at least you have 30 more years of productive workforce in Cambodia. So that's the message that I bring to them. Okay. In addition, we have obviously land, we have got labor. We invest heavily in the infrastructure projects in Cambodia. As you can see, road networking all over the country. You can connect from Phnom Penh to all the provincial capital, between provincial capital and provincial capital with paved road. We have our first expressway between Phnom Penh and Sihanoukville. We are building second expressway between Phnom Penh, Babat, border of Cambodia and Vietnam, connect to the expressway from Mok Bai to Ho Chi Minh City. We are doing the FS, the previous study for the third expressway between Phnom Penh to Siem Reap to Poi Phet. We enlarged road number 5 from 2 lane to 4 lane. Certain road, we enlarged from 2 lane to 4 lane. We expand our deep sea port in Sihanoukville. Today, only 18% of the vessel going around Asia Pacific can call on our port. But when we complete this first phase of our expansion with 14.5 meter depth, 93% of the vessel going in around Asia Pacific can call on our port. By 2028, we're going to have a second container port with 16.5 meter. Then 100% of Asia Pacific vessel can call on our port. By 2029, the third phase of our expansion, third container terminal with 17.5 meter that allow the shipment from Cambodia to USA, to EU, all over the world without transshipment in any other port. Our railway, we're gonna upgrade the northern line from Phnom Penh to Poi Phet, at least at the average of 80 kilometers per hour. Okay, that's so that airport, new airport in Siem Reap, sorry, in operation. New airport in Phnom Penh, likely going to be open sometime next year. Airport in Sihanoukville will be also expanded. So we talk about land, air, sea will be developed. I mean, or some have been expanded, some in the process, some are being completed. Now let's move to logistics costs. Now, last year, our Prime Minister, former Prime Minister Hun Sen, adopted the comprehensive intermodal transport and logistics system master plan. This master plan is for 2023 to 2033. It's called for the investment of 40 billion US dollars in 10 years, implementing 174 projects. This master plan, we work with our development partners, i.e. the World Bank, JICA, consulting firm from China. We do our own visit to learn best practices with the neighboring country. So that's the logistic master plan. Cambodia is blessed with a lot of rivers. The Mekong River, the Lê Sát, Basak, Sekong, Sesang, Srepok, etc. But we have not used or developed the inland waterway in Cambodia. So this will lead to my next project, or the next topic that I'd like to share with you that everybody's been talking about the last couple of months. So I will present to you the factual on this project. We didn't hide anything because this project, the detail of this study was submitted to the Mekong River Commission on the 8th of August 2023. This everybody hear about Full Non-Daeju project, but here, like, I'm going to show you what it is. Backdrop. So today I will talk to you about Full Non-Daeju integrated water resources management project. So that is the project. Talk about canal, but what it is a comprehensive integrated water resources management project. Okay. And that I'm going to start with the location. Where is the water canal or river that will make totally part of the integrated water resources management. So you have the Mekong River here. You have Basak River. So the Mekong River flow to the Basak River in from the palace, right? The Chatamok, the four rivers get together, they are called Basak River. Okay, so this the main river, the Mekong River. This the Basak River go down to the sea. Okay, and this okay, next slide we'll show to you. Okay, so this is Basak again. So the water flow from the Mekong to the Basak. Basak River is the tributary of the Mekong River. It's not the main river. Lake Tahin is tributary of the Mekong River. So our integrated water resources management project is this. You see the Basak flowing, the water flowing in there. Okay, this is the Mekong River. This is Basak River. Okay, so the water from Basak is go through this to our deep sea port, to the port in Cat. The distance of this project is 180 kilometers. Are we digging or will dig 180 kilometers worth of canal? The answer is absolutely no. This canal has been existed over 2,000 years. Let me show you the history of the canal. The kingdom of Funan, the first kingdom of Cambodia, if you will, got 3 canals. This canal called Okai Canal, the second one called Vinte Canal, and the third one, canal that we are talking about. This is number 3. And you can see this map in the National Museum, or the museum in Angkor Wat. And the study was done by the French scientists to determine how old was this canal. When was it abandoned? Canal was built 500 years BC and was abandoned between 5th and 6th century. That is the data from the soil geology analysis, and that all in there. So, but canal number 1, canal number 2, canal number 3. Unfortunately, again, we don't want to go back to history. Today, canal number 2 is in Vietnam. It used to be in the kingdom of Funan or in Cambodia. But again, I don't want to go back talk to history. Let's move forward to talk what we're doing. So let me map it out for you, okay? Impose, look at using the old map of the kingdom of Funan to the map of the canal that we are talking about. Okay, so that again. Okay, here the old canal is run exactly like the old canal. In Saan, there's one I would call port or canal called Lake Umbel. Today, if you go Phnom Penh to Takamau, to Saan, then to Kotom. In Saan, there's a place called Lake Umbel. Lake is mean canal or river. Umbel means salt. So that's the name of that village or the canal called Lake Umbel. Why do you call Lake Umbel? For all these hundreds of years, because in the kingdom of Funan, we import salt from Kampong through that canal to be distributed in Saan to all over the northern part of the kingdom of Funan. That is the reality. That is the history of the kingdom of Funan. Next. Now, when we losing some data. So, when we started this project, it took us 26 months to study this project with the experts from our ministry, the Ministry of Water Resources, of the Mekong River Commission of Cambodia, with the Tonle Sap Authority, plus 48 international experts and consultants that have experience doing these kind of water resources all over the world. Okay, 48 in addition to our team. What kind of method that we use to ensure that this project will not have the negative environmental impact in Cambodia and also cross the border in Vietnam, namely in Vietnam. Okay, so we are using drones. These 2 drones, thanks to the Republic of Korea, they provide these 2 drones to the Ministry of Public Works and Transport from the Ministry of Water Resources of Korea. We can fly the drone 1 kilometer up. I can take a picture of license plate. 5 centimeters, I can capture the data. So we flew that over the existing canal. We're using satellite. Okay? We are using simulation. All information. Run the simulation using the program called Make Plus 2023. That the whole world using this model, this program called Make, M-I-K-E, plus 2023. The latest program that everybody use around the world. We are using the model of ADB to run to see the economic internal of return for these projects. We visit the site. We started the site. We run simulation, okay, to ensure that it can be done without destroying the environment, either in Cambodia or in Vietnam. Vietnam is our good neighbor. Thailand's good neighbor. Laos, good neighbor of Cambodia. So what we do to make sure this project is not a zero-sum game where Cambodia win, Vietnam lose. It's a win-win program, not only for Cambodia, but for the region as a whole. Okay? That just want to let you know. Now, when we run the data, this simulation, we're using the observation time series data from the Mekong River Commission from 1985 to 2022. Okay, with different scenario. Here the Mekong River, let me inform you, excellency, ladies and gentlemen. Today, when you sit in this room, every second, 8,000 Mekong River flow to the sea every second, 8,000 cubic meter. Right now, during the dry season. It's important we talk only dry season. 8,000, right now, 8,000 cubic meters per second. Passat River is around 1,400 something that flow out right now. That's how the water flow today. Why we sit in this room? The projects, the Funan that you integrated water resources management project, it like come from the straw. 3.6 cubic meter or up to 5 maximum. So you talk about 0.05%, not even 1%. This is a bucket, this is a glass, and this is a straw. Drinking straw that drop by drop. So a drop in the big bucket. And that's what we study to ensure there's not fresh water or a lot of fresh water flow out to the sea from this project. Again, 8,000 every second, 1,400 every second. I'm talking about dry season only. And you add maximum that flow out daily to the sea. When this project completed, it's only 5 cubic meter, from 3.6 to 5 cubic meter. It's a bucket, not a bucket, it's straw, drinking straw on this project. So these important numbers that I wish you to remember. Next chart, please. So we also run simulation with different scenario. No, drop back, go back. A while ago, that's okay. Put it back. All right. If that project, okay, we're going to dipping up to 5.4 meters. The width is 100 meters. And no lock. Okay, this is Mekong River, Passat River. Okay, you run simulation. From 85 to 2022, there's no impact. You can see the water in this in Cap. This is Kampot, Sakang, Kandal, here's the Mekong River and the Pasat River. Nothing changed. Nothing changed from this data. Next chart. Scenario number 1. We have the same, but 3 lots. And close it 100% a day. In lock here, lock in Takao, lock in Cap. Look, what's the impact on the Mekong River and Pasat? It's nothing there. That's the simulation from 1985 to 2022. Next scenario. Scenario number 2. You open the lock 90% of the time, 21 hours per day. Let's open it 21 hours and see what happened again to the Mekong River and to the Pasat River. Nothing significant. Scenario number 3. Let's open the lock 21 hours a day. But what happened? Climate change. The sea level dropped by half a meter. Sea level dropped by half a meter. What happened? The Mekong River, that's how we go to slow out through the canal, drop to the sea. Insignificant. Scenario number 4. Again, open the lock 90% of the time, 21 hours per day. But climate change, the ice melt in the North Pole, the sea level rise by half a meter. Is salt water going to come from a gap, comport the gap, and intrude into the Mekong Pasat? The answer, no. Insignificant numbers. Today, let me inform you, and my colleague agencies and Minister Water can confirm. Today, saline water is all reached Kampong Cham through Mekong River, a little bit. Through the Pasat River, up to Takamok already. Today, without doing anything, it's there, okay, but it's not significant, okay? Okay, next scenario, run simulation again, the map. Picture the map of the simulation. So we did a comprehensive study. Map, please, map it of the running of the simulation. Not next one. Of the Pasat and Mekong River, the picture ran. So we do, yeah, here's a simulation and the real data. We're not faking it, okay? This data from observation time series, Mekong River Commission, 1985 until 2022. Here out now. There's nothing there happening there. But the Mekong River, you can see salt water. Nothing to do with our canal here. Absolutely nothing to do with our canal from this scenario, from this program that we run simulation. And let's assume that the water, the sea level dropped by half a meter. Is a lot of water flow out? Not at all. Run another scenario. Sea level rise by half a meter. Is it water going to flow back into the Pasat through our canal? Not much there, but here's oil there. It's oil there today. See, look at the color. Our simulation here is nothing there. All right? And that all that is our existing canal. All we need to do is to enlarge to 100 meters and limit to 5.4, actually 4.7, but reserve 0.7. And here in Cap, 7 kilometers in Cap, because it's so zigzag like a snake. So we're just splitting up 7 kilometers over here. Okay? Now, the benefit of this canal, today, every rainy season, you see a flooding in this area. Okay? Okay. Now, here in dry season, this canal, we have your different lock and all that. They can use the water here. But during rainy season, all flooded area here from the rainwater. Okay? Next one, yeah. See the rainwater? It dropped and it flowed and flooded Takao. It flooded Kandal. Even flooded Phnom Penh through Pragnant. That's why our Minister of Water Resources connect right now Pragnant River to the canal so we can discharge the water that caused flash flood out to the sea. And the benefit for Vietnam is also prevent flash flooding to go cross border to Vietnam because the water coming in, go to the canal. We don't need it, open the lock, let it flow to the sea. So there's no more flash flooding in that area and also no flash flooding in Vietnam, benefit our neighbor. Okay, but today, when the flash flood, it push all the way to Vietnam. Okay, and we try this canal will help. Next, if we look at the distance of shipping route today versus the future. Today, Phnom Penh Port ship our product using this Chokao Canal to the port in Cat Lai in Vietnam. But during the dry season, we cannot go this way. We must go through this canal in Vietnam called Can Chan Bo that Vietnam built to connect to that Camet. Okay, so there are two ports that we use. Look at the distance. Dry raining season, 372 kilometers to this port. But if we use shipping from this to here to Comport, 237 kilometers. So if we compare the distance, Cambodia should be Cambodia will participate in the reducing of greenhouse gas emission to the environment. You say 200 kilometers. How many tons of CO2 that can be reduced from the ships or from the trailer that carry the cargo to the sea. So this everyone will benefit, not only Cambodia. The cost of logistics, the cost of shipping from the Phnom Penh port to the deep sea port to be exported to the world market. So the world consumer will benefit from a lower cost of logistics. Next shot. So EIRR, economic internal return for this project. Normally, the project that get 12% EIRR will get approval, either from World Bank, ADB, or the bond partners. They will finance the project. But this project generates 20 to 31%. 1.6 million villagers living along 180 kilometers will benefit from a better irrigation and fish stock. We will see more commercial center along the way. We will see more feeder port along the canal. We also help the fourth economic pole, the fish and rice corridor of Cambodia. The port in Cedarville, Port of Phnom Penh, will also generate more volume because all the shipping within Cambodia Basa River, from Tonle Sap, from Mekong, Sekong, Sesan, Saipok, all will come through this Phnom Penh port and then ship out through our new projects. This project, some people said, oh, Cambodia, you will borrow more money. The answer is no, it's false. This project is a PPP project, public-private partnership project. Cambodian government will not borrow the money. It's the developer of this project, or what we call concessionaire of this project, will borrow the fund to do this project. And I want to also remind you that Cambodian government will not issue or provide sovereign guarantee. If you say, oh, look, we lose money for this project, please pay us, give us a minimum guarantee of revenue, the answer is no. We will not provide first sovereign guarantee against your loan or provide your revenue guarantee, because you have done the analysis using the ADB model and indicated this project financially sound, visible, not only economic internal return, but financial internal return is good for this project. As a standalone, it's a bankable project. Any developer can take this project to the bank and get financing. Next. So, for this project, again, overall, is a good project. So, environmental issue, no issue. Technical issue, no issue. Not about legal. Can Cambodia do this project? The answer is absolutely yes, 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 yes. In 1995, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, and Thailand signed 1995 Mekong Agreement and procedures to regulate or to monitor the usage of the water in the Mekong Basin. Now, the Article 5 of this agreement, Article 5, here is stated, to utilize the waters of the Mekong River system, including tributary, in a reasonable and equitable manner in their respective territory. Pursuant to all relevant factors and circumstances, the rules for water utilization and interbasin diversion provided for under Article 26 and provision of A and B below. A, on tributaries of the Mekong River, include Tonle Sap, intra-basin uses and inter-basin diversion shall be subject to notification to the Joint Committee, which Cambodia fulfilled its obligation on the 8th of August 2023 from our Mekong River Commission of Cambodia, exactly fulfill our obligation tributary. So the project not on the Basin, the first tributary of Mekong, but tributary of tributary. So if I may explain to you, let's set my body, our body here is a Mekong River. That's a Mekong River. When 1 in 4 countries decide to cut the Mekong, our body, we must, 1, dry season, must seek specific agreement with other 3 countries. The rainy season, you subject to prior consultation. Okay, it clearly stated in the agreement. If you use your own body like mainstream of the Mekong River, and that clearly in the agreement. However, if you use your territory, so my body, our body is a Mekong River. Our left arm, our right arms are tributary. Our fingers tributary of the tributaries is required only notification. No prior consultation, no discussion. Provide notification before you start the projects. Okay? Let's look at some of the projects that our neighboring country had been implemented. Okay, had implemented. Okay, let's look at Saraburi. Saraburi in Laos actually using our body, mainstream the Mekong River right here. Dong Sahong is not real right on it, it's a tributary. Okay? This project here required specific agreement during the dry season. Required prior consultation during the wet season. Next. In Thailand, there's a project on the tributary of the Mekong River. They send the notification to the International Mekong River Commission. In Laos, here, the Mekong River, here, the left arm of Laos, they build number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Laos only send the notification only 1. They should send all 7, but they send only 1 on the 20th September 2016. Because that is their right. In their own territory, using territory river, not the main. So requirement, send notification, and do your project. If also want Vietnam, if you want Vietnam also doing too in the back, load here, they want to, but if you look at all the projects, along the Mekong tributary or the Mekong basin, have you seen any specific one? This specific agreement? Nothing. All notification. You see all color? The rest is prior, but initial information, but all notification. No one required to seek approval other than the Saraburi projects during the dry season. That is the agreement. This Vietnam also had one too. Choke out to the port. And this project financed by the World Bank. And again, I'm not faulting Vietnam or anything like that, okay? But actually, Vietnam not even informed the Mekong River Commission. Okay? So again, I'm not, again, Vietnam is our good neighbor, but again, we need to be, call a spade, right? Call a spade. So that's what it is. That's what it is. So it's very clear. Again, one more time, if you use your left arm, your right arm, your fingers, you're required to notify Mekong River Commission before you start the project. End of the story. Done. And we done that. So there's no consultation. If other Mekong River Commission of the 3 countries want some information, actually we provide some more. But it's our right to give or not to give based on this Mekong 95 Mekong River Mekong's agreement. That's what it is. But Cambodia will not implement something that is a zero-sum game. We want to make sure that there's no cross-border environmental impact on our neighbor. And this one, namely Vietnam. So be very careful. We don't want to have canal 200 meters, 300 meters. It's good for us. So we can ship, more than 3,000 metric tons. And so no, we can do that. If we go bigger, then the outflow of the water can be more. We don't want to have the impact in Vietnam. And that is very clear. That is very clear how we do these projects. So this project not only enhance the green connectivity between the fresh water and the deep sea, the deep port in Cambodia. Okay, not only benefit that, reduce the CO2, reduce the cost of logistics, attract more FDI into the country, reduce all the heavy cargo shipping using truck on barge from the Lesap, from Basak, from the Mekong, from Sekong, Sesan, Saipo, all river in Cambodia, which we are doing right now to improve the inland waterway transport in order to reduce the greenhouse gas emission to the environment. Cambodia is a responsible country. We committed to have the carbon neutral in 2050. So this part of the project that we are doing to ensure that we can meet our commitment by 2050. Okay. So again, you have it. I'm going to leave the time for you, just in case you want to ask a question. But that's what the reality of the project. So another thing, that issue, they ask, wow, is this canal going to be used by the Chinese Navy? It's totally, absolutely false, untrue, baseless accusation. Why would Cambodia allow any foreign troop in the country against our constitution, Article 53, Article 55, that we will not allow, the constitution does not permit a foreign troop in Cambodia, period. Why do we need Chinese troop for what? We are good friends with Vietnam, our neighbor. China also good friends with Vietnam. Please use our canal. For what? Against our constitution? Against our independent sovereignty? It's no. So don't create something that is not there. So we hear that, so I just want to be sure the answer is absolute no. Some question, Germany rift with Vietnam? No, absolutely no. Vietnam is our good neighbor. Vietnam is one of the largest trading partner with Cambodia. Why would you do that? We live side by side. You cannot take Vietnam away from Cambodia. You cannot take Cambodia away from Vietnam. You cannot take Thailand away from Cambodia. You cannot take Cambodia away from Thailand. You cannot take Laos away from Cambodia. You cannot take Cambodia away from Laos. We live in this community called ASEAN. So we work together to ensure that ASEAN can be strong and play a role in the world. So this project will help improve trade, investment, so that ASEAN also benefit from this. The regional Commonwealth Economic Partnership will benefit from this one. The 10 ASEAN plus China, Korea, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and also the world, because you ship the product all over Cambodia through the sea, and you save costs. Climate, in my presidency, is also cost saving, but I'm not going to bore you with that. But overall, the project generate up to 30 economic internal rate return and also good FIRR. So I'm going to leave right here, Excellencies. Let you have the time to ask question, but it's the factual, that the reality, nothing. I didn't cook the data. I don't fake any information. That information that we sent to Mekong River Commission. That is our obligation as one of the 4 signatory to 1995 Mekong Agreement. Thank you very much. As you see, you have the floor and the question. Be more than happy to answer. And if the technical information, I get Hazel T over there. He's the Deputy Director of Inland Waterway, Maritime and Transport of the Ministry of Public Works and Transport that work very closely with me on this project. So we eat, we sleep, we breathe this project for 26 months. Not only wake up in the morning and say, oh, let's do this project. No, 26 months of this project that I eat, sleep, and breathe this project with HST and our colleague from the Ministry of Water Resource, Mekong River Commission of Cambodia, the Minister Authority, work with JICA, work with the MRC, work with ADB, work with international expert for this project. This is all JICA, MRC, this is all the people that we work with. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to translate to English, but that's what it is. So please, agency, any question for me or for my colleague? Is this as clear as daytime or daylight, or it's gray? You know, please, agency, please.
First of all, very good morning to everyone, and thank you for this invitation to all of us. Honorable Deputy Prime Minister Bong Sonjantol, thank you for the enlightening presentation that you've given us this morning. Definitely this project will be the embodiment of Cambodia's ambition and commitment to sustainable development and economic progression, and definitely will be cornerstone of your nation's infrastructure, which will undeniably contribute to the prosperity and well-being of the Cambodian people. I have just two simple questions to ask. First is how deep the canal and how wide the canal will be, and what is the maximum dead weight tonnage that will allow vessels to ply through this canal? That's my first question. And
on the street, 100 meter, right there.
oh, sorry,
And
cannot
four-
read.
Yeah, you can see, I'm sorry, we didn't show that 4.7
Okay.
meter, actually, you can see 80 only for navigation, 4.7 and 0.7 meter just for reserve. That's it. So it's not very deep,
Okay.
okay, and allow up to 3,000 deadweight tons of the vessel that can use this canal.
Okay. Thank you very much.
you very much.
And my
Next question,
the
please.
next question is,
Yeah.
do you have any projected economic benefits to Cambodia as a whole? And if you have figures that you can share with us, not necessarily now or later.
Okay, the numbers show the EIRR, economic internal return, between 20 to 31%. This is what the data say. This EIR to Cambodia, okay? Economic internal rate of return for these projects is very high. And it just said, wow, where did you get all this number from? Well, the cost of flooding, how much? The cost of drought, how much? The cost saving on the distance, how much? Okay. The commercial center go along that canal. What is the tax revenue that you will get from the real estate? How about tourism industry? How about agriculture industry? All this model using ADB model, loading every data in there, and the computer generated, and they come out to that EIRR, okay? And for the concessionaire, the developer, they run their own model, the ADB models. Oh, do I make money? How do I make money from this project if I invest $1.7 billion? How do I get my money back? We will have what I call canal usage agreement. So the developer will charge you by expressway. You want to use that canal, you use it. You pay X per ton, or you can go, Vietnam port still be used. Some product, some container still go to Vietnam port because some of container cannot wait for the to be loaded to the bigger ship in Kampot or Sinowell. So the frequency is more in Vietnam. So some containers still go to Vietnam, although the cost is more, but the frequency is more. Okay, so the one that's not too urgent, then you shift to this one, you just save money. And that how to make money on the canal usage. The fees, just like Panama Canal, Suez Canal, you pay, because the cost is less by reducing thousands of kilometers, and this will reduce by 200 kilometers in terms of distance. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Deputy Prime Minister. That was a very interesting presentation. My question is about the split of future shipping. Once the canal is built, as you point out, it's quite a narrow canal. It's quite a shallow canal. Not all ships will be able to go through it. What do you envisage that the split will be between shipping to Phnom Penh port using the traditional route through the Vietnamese Mekong Delta and the shipping that's going to go through this canal?
But the container, still majority container, probably still go to Vietnam. But for general cargo, agricultural product, that doesn't require to pay to Vietnamese port to cross the border, we can say that we can use this one. I don't know what the numbers are, still 50-50 or something on the container between the canal and the current route. Around 50. The question is, if in this canal, would it still go to I'm sorry, here the number. Sorry, you're right here. There's yes. This is from Basat. So it just shift. So okay, can you explain this a little bit?
Yes, thank you very much, Excellency, DPM, Excellency, Ambassador, Excellency, distinguished delegate, ladies and gentlemen. So allow me to,
you're right.
to share some comment there.
Yep.
So you can see on the left-hand side, it is the current cargo and also container flow. Containerized flow, 67% through Sihanouk Vale and 33% through the existing historic international waterway, Mekong River to Vietnam. So we expected that after the canal constructed, so there will be a shifting from 57 to 90% and about 10%
Right,
to
okay.
Vietnam. And most likely this canal also designed for accommodate the river sea going vessel, which also can transport the cargo and also the containerized, but for the capacity of 1,000 deadweight ton of the existing Mekong River ship, and even up to 3,000 deadweight ton with the Chinese design ship, which is the draft is much lower than the Mekong River current Mekong River ship. So that's all.
Thank you very much. I forgot about this shot. Yeah. So again, to good question for you today. The shipping of to the sea, to here, 33% go through Vietnam, and the rest go to mainly our deep sea port Sihanouk Vale. So we still go here, but the 10% will still go to Vietnam. Okay. But you're going to see more of the non-containerized cargo, i.e., mineral, sand, all the heavy stuff, marble, and all the things that we can ship shorter route and save some money. Next question, please. If not, thank you so much again. I'm sorry, you have one question over there. Please go ahead.
So thank you, Excellency. Thank you for this insightful presentation. It's just a small question. So it's, as you said, it is on the PPP basis. So what is the envisaged concession period for the concessionaire for this project?
Well, the expressway Phnom Penh Sihanouk Vale Nbet is 50 years. So we have not negotiated the PPP contract yet for this project. We only signed the framework agreement on the 17th of October 2023. And the PPP agreement likely going to be negotiated sometime in July and August this year. So we will discuss, is it going to be 30 years concession or PPP going to be 40 years, going to be 50 years? Depend also on the volume forecast. We use one numbers, the JICA model. We use the forecast from Phnom Penh Port, for example, but the concession order may be too optimistic. Let's use the lower number, okay? The high case and low case. So based on that, we can adjust our negotiation. Going to be 30, going to be 40, going to be 50, but not more than 50, I don't think. Thank you very much. But once again, thank you so much, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, for being here with us this morning. I hope that the information is useful. So when your capital asks you about this project, you hesitate to share with the capital and help us out to inform the public in your respective country that this project will not affect, will not deplete the Mekong River water by 50%, by 7%, but by 0.06%. It's a drop in the bucket, insignificant. So nothing to worry about it. Okay, thank you very much.